Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Oops. So get your wine out today at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time in United States of America. Tucker Carlson will air the interview he conducted with Russian Federation's President Vladimir Putin. Well, I hardly can wait for that. I have to tell you straight, because it's a lot to learn out of that interview. Not only the information, because I don't think Putin is going to give me, at least, anything that I already heard coming from him, from Lavrov, the stance of the Russians. I think they made it very clear what their stance is regarding their enemies and the war in Ukraine. So for me, it's not going to be really, how should I put it, news, I think. I'm not saying I know everything, obviously. So he might say certain things that I don't know. I mean, it would be idiotic to say, well, I'm not going to say anything, I know everything. No, but, and I don't even know what questions, and another question, what kind of semantics Tucker will use asking questions. It's going to be very interesting to see the topics he's going to touch on. I'm assuming it's going to be, the Western, the blah, 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 the Middle East, maybe the Far East as well, obviously Ukraine. These will be the topics. I don't think they're going to get on the LGBTQ plus minus subtraction and so on. I don't think there's going to be anything like that. But we'll see how Putin tailored his answers, how he is able to, in an interview, I don't know how long that interview is, how he's going to be able to give a concise answer that would be, according to Putin, the perfect answer. You don't want to be too long, you don't want to be too vague, so you want to be very focused in the answer because you don't have a lot of time. I don't know how long the interview is, as I said, 1 hour, 2 hours, I have no idea. The longer the better, for me at least. I can watch that, 12 hours. I don't have a problem with having anyone interviewed by anyone. I want to know. I understand that certain things will just fly above my head or below my head, and I would not be able to catch. Certain things I will interpret, if you take it in an ideal environment, the wrong way. But still, I'm a free person, and how do I learn? How do I understand things? How do I get, knowledge? How do I get wiser? If you don't allow me, and the thing is, when I said if you don't allow me, who's you? Because we see again, we have gatekeepers of the truth here. And now is one guy who goes and interviews someone that is not supposed to be interviewed. And the guys that attack him are part of the guys that they don't want us to hear what the other guy says. So let's look at this interview from Russia Today and see what information these guys bring us. Russia Today, 8th of February 2024. Tucker Carlson reveals when Putin interview will be aired. The conversation with the Russian president will be shown at 6 p.m. Eastern Time on Thursday. Conservative American journalist Tucker Carlson has said on Instagram and on that I thought he's also said it on X, that his interview with Russian President Vladimir Putin will be aired at 6 p.m. Eastern Time on Thursday. Today, Carlson, who launched his own network on X, formerly Twitter, in June 2023, traveled to Moscow for a sit-down with Putin. The Kremlin confirmed the meeting on Tuesday. The Russian president rarely grants one-on-one interviews to foreign press. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov has said that Putin has no desire to speak to Western media outlets that have, and I'm quoting, completely one-sided opinions on and aren't even trying to be impartial. Carlson said he wanted to talk to the Russian leader because many Western news outlets, and I'm quoting, lie to their readers and viewers, end quote, and are biased in their coverage of the Russian-Ukraine conflict. And I'm quoting, that's wrong. Americans have the right to know all they can about the war they are implicated in, end quote, he said in a video on X on Twitter. The journalist has been criticized by some politicians and media figures at home and abroad who say his interview with Putin will only amplify Russian propaganda, end quote. And I'm on. He parrots Vladimir Putin's pack of lies about Ukraine. Former U.S. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton told MSNBC, and she also said that he's an useful idiot. I just made a video on that one. Newsweek quoted one former and two current members of the European Parliament as saying that Carson could be banned from visiting the EU for providing a platform for Putin. So there are some people who determine that other people should not be heard of. Therefore, if you want to have free people listen to what that guy has to say, these guys determined that no, you cannot provide a platform. Now tomorrow it could be I, or it could be you, who some decide that you should not be provided with a platform because they somehow determined that what I say or what you say or people in general say it's unacceptable. That is censorship. There's a definition. People decide what you, the population, should be able to hear or not. What is that? And they tell us we live in a free world. We don't live in a free world whatsoever. That's a perversion of the free world. We're freer a little bit, but we are also the most controlled population on this planet. I'm talking about the Western countries. We are the most controlled. Why? That. We are controlled. They want to get away with, or not get away, but they want to get rid of cash for the same reason. Cash. They want, whenever they want, they can freeze your bank account and you're done. And they make you do whatever they want. What's this? Financial terrorism? You are under that threat. If you say something and they get you, they can freeze your account. And if you don't have cash, you don't have anything else, you're dead. You're going to be starving. So then you're going to, yeah, I would say what you say, just unfreeze my money. It's not your money. It's their money, lend it to you for a while. If they can freeze your money, it's not your money. That means they have power about your money, on your money, more than you have. So nevertheless, it's going to be very interesting to watch this interview, not only for his content, as I mentioned many times already, for the way the questions will be formulated. Pay attention to Putin's answers. As I said, he must be very focused, concise, and short in his answers. He's probably going to talk about some historical things that these guys are going to say, oh, that's a lie, or that's an interpretation. Yeah, it could be some interpretations. I don't know what he's going to say. Obviously, look at the body language. It's very important. Look at the interaction. And I'm very, very surprised, to be straight. I'm very, very surprised that the interview occurred Tuesday and Thursday is ready. That tells me that either these guys worked day and night for the format and all that, or there's no editing. I mean, there must be some editing when, I don't know, Tucker scratches his butt or Putin picks his nose or something. Must be, or Putin asks a question, hey, what's going on here? Are the ladies of the night coming or what? Things like this. Probably they edit, I'm assuming. Tucker said it was going to be unedited on Twitter, on X. Elon Musk agreed to that. Now, I don't know exactly if that's going to be on tuckercarlson.com or that's going to be aired at once everywhere. Like Twitter is going to be at 6 o'clock, boom, boom. I'll be watching nevertheless. And I'm going to obviously make a video. Now, I can make a video on that 3 hours. I can also, I don't know, it's going to be so interesting. Even though, as I said, I personally don't expect for me to have Putin say anything more than 5% that I didn't know. Why? I'm very, how should I put it, very propagandized with their point of view. I'm very familiar with their garbage. Okay, so I know what Lavrov's stance is, Peskov commentaries or statements, Putin's obviously, Zakharova's. There's not going to be a lot of nuance, but it's going to be interesting to just see that. And what's going to be maybe equally interesting would be how immediately after the Western media we're going to watch it the same we watch it, like drooling. And why? Because right after that would be uploaded, the Western media, these propaganda guys will start the attacks on everything else than the narrative. You will see they will start with Tucker being fatter, Putin being older. Didn't match the tie with the suit or things like this. They will start. They will be focused not on the substance of the conversation. You'll see they will be focused on for the level. they will be focused on, oh, look over there, there's a little thing, oh, he said, oh, he made a grammar error, things like details and not important. Like, for instance, I have, for instance, I made a video and I read a comment, and it was, sometimes I get to read certain comments. I don't have time to do that, unfortunately, but sometimes I see a comment, or some friends send me a comment or so, and let's say I make a video, I make a point on a video, an important point about, I don't know, the worldview, the dynamics, and someone makes a point over there that actually that didn't happen in September 21st, it happened in September 20th. So that's the comment. That's the criticism that I missed a day in something that really doesn't even matter if I mention. You see, I started the video, boom, the sun. I put the shades down, boof, the sun goes. It's actually cloudy. But whenever I do this, boom, it shines on me. That's fine. Come on, God, give me all the blessing you got. No, anyway, so this little criticism based on things that is that what you got everything out of my video? That tells me how much you think. If that, or you tell me, oh, you actually you don't, the plural of goose is not gooses, is geese, or something like, really, that's what's important about my video, is that how you, that means it's someone who is just listening to find something, he said, let's do this. Is that gonna, do you think, improve my knowledge? Yeah, thank you very much, but is that all you got? That's all your comment about my video? Yeah, that tells me what I made these mistakes in the past as well, and probably I will do in the future. But it matters how often you do it. If you are skewed to look at these little things out of the whole thing, that tells me what exactly your intentions are. Did you learn anything out of my video? If you learn anything, it doesn't matter if I said it don't matter, or if it doesn't matter. That should not matter for you. That's a detail unimportant to the message I'm giving, to the information I'm providing, or knowledge, or whatever, entertainment. But these guys are just the same here. With Tucker Carlson, I'm expecting these guys to pick on little garbage things, not on the whole picture. The whole picture is our right, given by the providence, creator, God, how we want to call it, not by the governments, to be free, supposedly. That means to be able to express ourselves freely, to be able to not be barred by anybody, any other human being or organization in listening to someone else's message, whomever that person might be. If I want to listen to that guy or that guy or that guy, should not even think about, hey, they would not allow me. Oh, I'm going to be ostracized if I listen to that guy. You can have your opinions, assessments, that's true. But again, come with something intelligent. I remember when in one of my previous jobs as an investigator, I had a partner. I worked with him in some investigations, and I used to tell him, okay, now driving a car going to a case, and I asked him, okay, now tell me something smart. That, like, always made him, get him out of his rhythm, because he was thinking, what do you mean, tell me something smart? Yeah, tell me something smart. I don't want to talk about women, drinks, or let's talk about something meaningful. And for him, he was very, I don't want to say put off, like, no, but he told me that every time you ask me this, I am very become stressed because I don't know what smart I should say. But anyway, the same here. Look for what's smart in these things. Look what the message is, the big picture. Yes, the big picture is made out of little pieces, but still, there are some things that are unimportant. If I tell you Hillary Clinton spoke with this, or I say Hillary Jane Clinton, we talk about the same person. It doesn't really matter if her name is Jane or Michelle or whatever. You know the person. Or again, if I say, I think she's like 70 and she's like, let's say, 95. Doesn't really matter if the point is not about the age particularly. It's just a passing thing. You got my message, So here it is. I'm going to wait for this interview, and I hope you are too. And see you with the commentary on the interview. And after I give these guys about 3 minutes, I will have some commentaries on their garbage spewed on us and the spin they're going to give us about details. And I guarantee you from now on, they already have everything written. They're just going to switch a little bit, a few things. Like Putin obviously is lying. So the introduction and the conclusion are already written by this guy. Just the body needs to, because they don't know exactly what they are, the questions are and the answers. But they have the beginning and the end, these makers of the truth here in the United States of America, and not only, they already have it written. Why? They know what they have to say. They know that, I mean, these guys are lying, there's a propaganda, and that guy is a criminal. That's all you need to know. Click, don't even watch it, they tell you. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.